was back here shoving stuff in my face.
What's going on, Bigfoot world? We back out here again.
I think the camera needs center.
I think you need to kiss my ass. All right, Bigfoot world. We getting everything together. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us pretty good, see us pretty good, everything checks out good, and we'll get this Friday night on the road. What's going on, Kathy, Lydia, all my moderators on here? Anybody see Mary? Where Mary at? She been missing. Still MIA.
What's going on, Northern Idaho?
There he is.
Brian, what's going on, y'all?
Yeah, I see a couple of you guys' questions. I'm gonna answer some of you guys' questions today. We'll get some of them answered. Big feet. Rocket Roy. Everybody's coming in here. I'm gonna give everybody a minute to get caught up with us. Come in here. Get caught up. Bigfoot Mama's in here. I see you on there, Mom. I didn't forget you. Yeah, it's coffee time. That's why I'm 2 minutes late, guys. The coffee girl's on strike. She about to get fired.
No, he ain't give me a cookie yet, Bert. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
It's Brett.
Yeah, we're gonna
Brett. Oh yeah, I did that last time. My bad, Brett.
Brett. We're looking for Ernie and shit. Think you need an areas to go on Todd Standings Live. Guys, we're gonna talk about that too. You guys showed a lot of love on that live stream, and that means a lot to us, guys. You didn't get too fussed what he was saying. You guys really did. That's what's up. That shows where the love is. Where the love is. That means a lot. It really does. But yeah, guys, we got a little bit to talk about tonight. We're gonna get into some bullshit and some good shit.
Okay, Big Feet.
I have been with you about a month or two. That's good shit. Got a lot of catching up to do. There's a lot of videos on there to catch up.
Hi, Anna.
But anybody here from Mary? Where's Mary? I've been looking for it. She popped up for like a minute on Facebook and then disappeared again.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm not gonna message her. I'll give her another week. When next Friday,
I ain't giving her nothing. Put an APB out on Mary. First person get hold of Mary, let me know. I'll send him a T-shirt. We gotta find Mary. Get her. We gotta find her whereabouts.
Don't go alone anymore, Jeff.
Yeah.
No, we ain't actually. I like
We're gonna mix it up a little bit, guys. I'm gonna do a little bit with the kids. We're going like one day I'll be with the kids, and then one day I'll be out by myself. We can get a little bit of both worlds because we get a lot of activity with the kids out there. The squatch, they love them when they're out there. I've been messaging her, still no response. She was on there for a minute, Mom, but then all of a sudden she came up missing again. I don't know what's going on with her. It ain't like Mary. Usually she here faithfully every day, cussing somebody out.
Always on here.
Cussing somebody out. Jeff Jr. K.N.
What's going on, Diane?
Jen Adams. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We definitely do. But guys, we've been rained in here this week. We've been so rained out. It's man. I don't even know where to begin with this rain shit. The weather's just not the same.
Ain't the quality? Man, that quality's crazy now. I love
about the quality of it. That's another reason why we could have went out 2 days this week, other than the day we went over to drop the rain stick off. But I'm more or less kicked back waiting on the shotgun mic, guys. After seeing that quality, the picture was so crystal clear, them Bigfoots are in trouble out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get out there, guys, there's no way they're hiding from that camera. That camera, it got the face recognition. It's going to pull them out of the bushes.
We just got to mess with the settings a little more, get it
ready.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely good.
They order a shotgun mic, gets on the way. So once all the equipment comes in here,
we ordered it Father's Day. It should be here.
You'll be able to hear what we hear. That's where I want to get it at, because
okay, Paradox,
you made me forget what the hell we were talking about. But thanks, man. That means a lot. Now, could you remind me what I was saying, what I was even talking about before you did that? But Paradox, that means a lot. Paradox Fossil, Artifacts and Coins. I'm going to have to check you out, look that up. Because I got some old coins you might be able to help me out with. But what was I saying? Oh, the quality of the camera. Guys, you're gonna be able to see what we see and hear what we hear once we get out there. Once the
Someone
shotgun mic comes,
Mary's mom had cancer.
what?
Yeah, that's what.
That might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
But
Prayers.
yeah, we're gonna send some prayers out to her. I'm gonna reach out to her again tonight. Every other night I've been sending messages and she just ain't answering, and that's what got me a little bit worried because that's not like Mary. Even when bad things are going on, she still say, "Hey," you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to check out Mary. But anyways, guys, as I was saying, the quality of this camera is unbelievable, and you guys are going to be seeing what we're seeing out there. You're going to be hearing what we're hearing, like the sounds, the knocks, the voices. You guys are thinking I'm crazy half the time of the shit that we're hearing, but you guys can't hear it because the mics are like shit. But we got that fixed.
Yeah.
Jeff and Kane put it together. They got the camera. They got the stabilizer stick. I mean, they spent some money for they spend it for me, but guys, it's
for all of us.
It's for you guys. It's for all of us because you guys are going to benefit from it more than anything. Just need to slow down a bit. Well, see, that's another thing.
I'm gonna fix it.
It's going to be movie. It's going to be picture perfect because the stabilizer won't let you jump around a little bit. It glides. Even if you go over here and jump around, the camera's still facing over here. It won't let you jerk around on it. So it's like the perfect tool what we need for stumbling around that forest like we do. It's the perfect thing that we couldn't have got a better piece of equipment. You boys are what?
Your boys are men.
Good little power stroke means a lot, man.
They're getting there.
I'm trying to. I built up a little bit more courage last week. I seen the video.
Sharon said Mary's mom is sick, guys. Thanks for the heads up, Brian.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
really
to
means a lot.
send some love her way. Hey, guys, let's send some prayers up for Mary. See what's going on with her. James Boone, my man. Hey, guys.
Kathy's still having problems. Kathy said still having problems, but at least I can text.
You can't see Kathy?
No, that's why she sent her message twice.
Oh damn, Kathy.
Kathy, we need you back.
You gotta get in here with us, Kathy. What's going on? Nah, we ain't got a drone yet, Jermaine.
We were gonna get one, but that's all the prices.
Yeah, them prices, them drones is like way beyond my capability at
cheapest
this point
one was
$400. Especially with these trips lined up, we gotta go. I mean, there's so much on my plate right now.
This summer's about to be live,
and it's it's expensive. It's getting very costly right now at this point. So the drones later in life, definitely after the season's over, because we got so many trips lined up. The Colorado trip, Seminole State Forest lined up. I mean, we got so much going on. The nurse, some of you guys I seen was commenting asking about the dog man. Pretty much, we're waiting.
He want to know about the Friday night footage with Claire. He's been asking for since we started.
I'm gonna get to that Claire footage yet. But what was I saying before that?
Dogman. You was talking about the Dogman area.
Yeah, the nurse. All right. Now I'm on the go. I'm ready. I'm waiting on them right now. Sheila and the nurse to get her ex's family worked out to where we can get out there. And she get a babysitter and the day off. And then she gonna call me the day before, and then we're gonna go out that next day and camp out in the backyard. All right. There's another something else that's been popping up.
He said, "Where are my Dogman puppies?"
I want to get out there, and I'm thinking now. At the same time that was on the burner, all right, somebody else contacted me and told me she might be on here, but I don't want to say her name until I say the right name. Give me 1 second, guys. My phone is acting up, but I want to give you the right name before I tell you the story. Claudia. Now, I've been talking to Claudia for a couple of weeks now. She's very interesting. And she's all about squatches too. And she's on the same level as we are pretty much. And she's in contact with this person, this elder person who's taking care of somebody that's autism or ADHD. I'm not sure which one. But the Sasquatch, well, let me say this first. in the patch that she lives in, there's like 30 houses. She's the only house left. Everybody else packed up and moved out. These now I seen the pictures. These pictures of these homes are beautiful. They're like mansions. They I mean, there's no reason why they should have abandoned these homes. And the whole street is empty except for her residence. And the Sasquatch are plaguing them. Now I'm guessing that everybody abandoned because every night on a timely fashion, the Sasquatch come and they plague that one strip, the little patch that they live in, and everybody got tired of it and they abandoned that patch. But they're still coming to this one house every night like clockwork. And she was sending me pictures, and she got pictures of him looking in her window. And the autistic boy or the boy with ADHD, he would go to the window and just stare out. And then whenever the lady would go over to see what's staring out, there'd be a 9 foot tall Sasquatch looking back in with her. And she'd hurry up and take her run and hide in the closet with the boy. And it gave me goosebumps just talking about it. But she got a SWAT team. I guess her husband is affiliated with to where she can have access to a SWAT team. All right. Now these Sasquatches are aggressive. They're in attack mode all the time. They don't run from you. They're not docile like the regular Sasquatch. These guys come on your property and they hang out until they're ready to leave. She turns the lights on. She goes out and hollers, and they stay there. They stand there looking at her. So what she wants to do? She wants to send us out there. Well, she going to send us out there. She going to be there, but she going to send us out there with a SWAT team to spend the night in the backyard where they come up and onto her porch and into her window and stare and everything. So that's getting lined up. That's coming up. Probably not this month, but next month. I think that's coming up. Very fascinating story, guys. I can't wait to get out there. At the same time, I'm scared shitless because I seen the pictures, guys. They come up to her porch and just sat there. She said she came out onto her front porch, took 2 steps, and it was standing down on the bottom steps. She snapped the picture, ran back in the house, and this thing's big. It's 4 foot wide. It's huge. Judging by that picture, that thing's huge. You're right, Dawn. But that's just one of the things we got lined up. At the same time, with the nurse, whenever she calls, that's going to be like a spur of the moment thing. I'm just going to pop it up because when she calls me, we're going the next day. We're going to go film it, spend the night there, and see what's going on out that way. And I'm just going to spring it up. I can't give you a date on that or estimate. It's pretty much all on them. Whenever they give me the call to go, I'm going to be there and go. She don't feed them at all. It's she thinks that it wants her kid. Her kids. I can't remember if she said he had ADHD or if he's autistic. I think it was autistic the word she used. But they want the kid, and every day they're always making like passes at the kid. They want something to do with the kid. There's always a connection between the Sasquatch and the kid. And the kid's always at the window, and then they're on the other side of the glass. But they never made an attempt to take him or attack him or anything like that. But it seemed like they're fascinated with the kid. You never want. No, that's the worst thing to start doing is feeding them, because the second you stop feeding them, they're gonna come looking for that food. And it's just like an ass whooping waiting to happen. You come out there that one day they're hungry and you ain't got enough food. It can go wrong.
Start slapping you.
It's not going to look good for you. But let me get caught up with you guys' comments. I've been rambling and not paying attention to much. Let me get caught up with you guys. We're going there. We're going there. It's just when, matter of when, Sharon. We're definitely going there. Can we see her pictures? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna ask her if it's okay if I post them, and I post them up on the Facebook page, Into the Woods with Jeff.
I'll share the link, guys, so y'all guys can join.
And after the live feed, I'll message her and ask her if it's okay if I share them with you guys. But she got some crazy pictures. Them standing on the other side of the glass, them on the steps. I mean, I got 7 or 8 good pictures. I can only imagine what's going to happen when we go down there and spend the night, because they're not camera shy whatsoever. They can communicate. Yeah, I learned that the last trip out by myself. They told me I was sick. It picked up on film.
That voice.
I bent over to pull this couple sticks out of the ground. When I pulled the second stick out, that deep voice said, "You're sick." And I jumped up looking around like, what the hell was that? Where'd it come from? It was some scary shit. And I still been thinking about it. What's he talking about? Why would he say some shit like that? But
122 strong. Can we make that like button go, guys?
I'll be going, yeah, that is messed up. 122 people and 47, but that thing might be off.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I think they're more like
They just jumped to 53.
Yeah, I'm about to go dislike now. It's like, no.
He would.
61.
I hope you guys got my message. If I get injured, y'all guys got to sue.
They could be like dogs, and maybe they could smell something that I don't. You know what I mean? They can sense things are wrong. But even for him to speak English like that, it blew my mind. In that deep.
Yeah, it had me like jumping around.
He won't go back there after he heard that.
I'm not. I quit that spot completely altogether. You're never gonna see me back out there unless I got like military with me or someone with big guns like RPG.
He's not going back. But I think I'm gonna go back there probably tomorrow or Sunday by myself to check out, see if I can get some answers. So what is he talking about? I want to go to that same spot, same area on the other side of that hole, and like, hey, could you tell me a little bit more? And I'm sick. What's sick?
Oh yeah, see.
I mean,
you end up going to get thrown off the mountainside.
You ain't never gonna know.
We're gonna see him on the next videos going wrong, guys.
Nah, he said you're sick. I heard him. I never thought that the camera picked it up. I heard him when I bent over and pulled that stick out. He said it right in my face. He said, "You're sick." I didn't know the camera picked it up until I went home that afternoon.
Yeah, you even said who said that.
Yeah, like, who's here? Somebody around me? I never thought that a Bigfoot would speak English. That blew my mind. Or whatever it was. There was no person out there.
I mean, Range Master Jeff Jr., you're covered, LOL. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go.
That's all you need right there.
We're going to need like 100 rounds on something.
Range Master, he ain't know what to mess with. I thought you said not to pull them up because that's where they store nuts and stuff. Well,
whose phone's that vibrating? Yours.
Yeah.
I'm there like
it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I did say that. And you got to know what you're looking at. Because, what was it? This past, right before when this first winter hit, when I found that buried cattails and that buried meat that they buried up and then they stuck the stick there to mark it, look for that. If that's what it is, leave it alone. Don't mess with it. But the things that I was pulling up they was rammed in the ground and they was weaved in other bushes that the barricade make a wall for it.
Oh, I fell off the chair.
Like you're drunk. You think you're drunk. So really, I was talking about the food stashes. There'll be a little stick marking that right there for when it snowed. The next day after I found that, we had like 8 inches to 10 inches of snow. So they know when it's going to snow. And right before it snows, they'll go through there and just bury shit and be ready for it. Claire, I see you.
Hi, Claire.
What's going on, Claire?
Oh, yeah. Somebody keep asking about Claire, the night out with Claire, her footage. All right, guys. Let me explain that real quick. Let me explain that.
I left early. He didn't know what he was doing.
That last Friday night when we went out there, I just got that new equipment. It was Father's Day. They just bought me that new equipment. All right. I didn't know how to use it at all whatsoever. We get halfway out the trail. This prick turned around.
I don't do nighttime, guys. I know
and
that.
Leave.
Especially that spot.
He said, I ain't doing this. He just leaves. So I don't know how to use this equipment. I never turned it on.
I gave him like a little brief summary, like just hit this button and you'll be straight. I just left.
And he left me. So I filmed straight for an hour and a half going back there. Me and Mike even walked up around the woods and did our own thing while Claire and Can stayed down bottom. Was that Bree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she went back.
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't walking by myself. I made it at least halfway back there. Like
Then he
it was-
wanted to run. I don't run.
Yeah, I
so
was-
he got
'cause
mad.
they took all the flashlights with them, so they made me and her walk all the way back with no flashlights, no nothing. I was like, we got to jog. We should start running so we can get to the end faster.
You
So,
can see the lights.
so needless to say, I didn't know if on this camera, if you record past 15 minutes, it's too big to upload.
Or take off your phone. Like every time you click on it,
it won't let
freezes.
you upload it off your phone once
still
you
has
go
the video,
past 15 minutes. I have to record 14 minutes and then stop and restart it and go start over in order to upload it. I didn't know that at the time. So now I got an hour and 30 some odd minutes video stuck on this phone that I can't even upload it to
Who
my
knows? Y'all
computer
could see it in the future if
to
we ever get it.
run it through my editing software. If anything, what I'm going to have to do is upload it straight from my phone. No edits, no cuts, none of that. Just cuss words and all. It's going to get demonetized and everything. I'm just going to put it up and you guys can sift through it. But that's the best I'm going to be able to do with that night out with Claire. We had a pretty good night. She got hit on the top of her head with a stick. I had something throw right in front of me. They was messing with us that night. They was whistling at us. We had some activity that night. None of them showed themselves, unfortunately, but we did get some activity while we was out there. My fault, guys. I'm gonna get caught up on you guys' comments real quick. Jeff, you're grounded. Grounded your ass.
Should I go to my house and go in the corner or get in your corner?
It would be great to be able to hear your rain. Guys, I'm glad you said that. That rain stick, I swear we heard that shit when we was coming out. When we was maybe a football field away from where we dropped that rain stick off. I heard it behind me. I swear I heard that rain stick behind me. Little Jeff, you're blocking Cookie's view.
She's only worried about eating her nails.
Make them short.
Yeah,
she'll be over here soon enough, Mom.
She said, "Stop messing with me."
I'm gonna go back here soon and check and see if they got that rain stick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm almost positive they did. I know. I heard that rain stick. Even some of you guys that left it in the comments, you heard the rain stick while we was walking out of there. I'm definitely gonna go back and check on it, make sure that they got it. I'm pretty sure they did because I heard it once we walked away.
Yeah. But if I go out there and I hear it while I'm out there, I might end up running. So you're just gonna see the video of me running out the woods. Like
you can insert SD card in your phone, move the files to the SD card, shut off.
Yeah, but that'd be a lot.
Well, why didn't you do that?
Because you don't have another SD card for your iPhone.
There's an SD card.
That's not gonna fit in your iPhone. You need a small SD card, really small.
Did it fit in this?
No, you need like the tiny,
the little one that goes right in there.
Yeah, like that.
I got it for the this tiny.
Oh well, then we might be able to still get it off, guys.
He's fired. He's taking Mike's place real quick.
Oh, okay. I'll chill right here.
He's fired. They might use the rain stick to communicate. If we go out there and hear that rain stick, that's gonna be fascinating. Hey, he definitely might not stick around, but I'm gonna film the shit out of that. We're gonna see where he's coming from.
We wanted to leave whenever we heard that knocking.
They all chew their nose except their brother Chester. He won't. Yeah. Well, Cookie, she sharpens them. She only does it to her front four. They're sharp. They're razor sharp. She'll slice the shit out you. And she don't bite them down. She sharpens them.
That means a lot.
Yeah, that video was more or less a trial run to check everything out, see how everything worked, just to get it going. That's why I recorded with the red camera,
just in case something would
be filmed with that camera, just to make sure we can upload and figure out where we're messing up, where we're doing wrong. Kaka, man, you talked yourself through it. Yeah, you did. Well, it's the camera to give him the confidence.
Yeah, like I had all you guys out there with me, so I was just cool. I was just talking to you guys.
That's what I'm going to have to do. I was going to put that camera in retirement now that I got the new equipment, but
yeah, I could just walk with that one just in case you catch anything. I'm gonna give him right behind you.
I'm gonna give him a false sense of security in here. Walk around with this camera, film while I film with this in case I miss something. And that'll give him his false sense of security where he'll be able to do more into the woods and hear less. Because I noticed the more he's talking to the camera, the less shit he hears out in the woods, and I ain't got to chase him as much. Because it gets tiring running through them woods chasing him down after about 4 or 5 trips. It gets old. Suicide prevention. What? The soul man at suicide. Oh, that's what's up.
James Spoon, that's easier said than done. It's hard. Like I don't know, but my imagination just run wild while I'm out there.
And that's where he goes wrong. He shouldn't be doing that because he's spooking himself. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was cool all the way up until the point where he heard the voices down in that hole, and then they started rumbling around back in there.
Yeah, I quit that. I really lost it.
He was done then. He was done that.
Yeah, like if I would have knew where I was at, I would have been going.
What is that?
What do you mean?
That strip right there.
Oh
no, but ain't that? Is it this?
Yeah, the one right here.
Oh God, I gotta fix this lighting.
All you gotta do is a dim one. Let me see remote. I'll fix it.
I think I unplugged it.
Flashing lights.
Yeah, Jeff, the mind is your
daydream,
worst
yeah.
enemy. It really is. Your mind can play tricks on you. Mark with Colorado Bigfoot says having a camera running helps keep him safe. And in a sense, it really does, because you can put that to a test. I did it more than 100 times. If you go and walk through the forest and keep that camera in your backpack, keep it in there until you're walking along their corridors and their lanes and exits until you run into them. Once you get them rocks thrown at you, you're getting sounds on all sides, cracking, wood knocks. You get all that activity, and just sit down and take it in for like 5 minutes. Let them do their thing for like 5-10 minutes, and then while they're doing their thing, pull that camera out. Don't even turn it on. Just pull it out and watch how fast you can hear them push off. It really is. It's like one of the best protections. The camera probably better protection than an actual gun, because I think the gun, if anything, gonna piss them off. And if you do get a shot off on them, you're really pissing them off, and then you got to deal with the rest of them that's going to jump in on you. So really, the best and only protection you have is that camera. You pull that camera out, they seem like they know what it is, and they don't want nothing to do with it. They stay back. Such a great crowd tonight. Yeah, right.
Always is, guys. Every Friday night, you
from
guys
North Carolina. I love the videos. Keep up the great work. That means a lot. Irish Heart, you got a lot of catching up to do, man.
Well, welcome.
We do a lot of good stuff. We do a lot of interesting things.
Crazy stuff.
We pretty much just go out to the woods, and whatever happens, it happens. We go out there, have a good time, and film whatever reaction we get. Sometimes we get some good stuff, and sometimes we just go out for the exercise. But for the most part, something gives in the areas that we're at. Something usually gives. Them knowing what a camera is works against us and keeps. Yeah, at the same time, you're right, Northern Idaho. It keeps us safe, but it works against us because it's hard to get anything on camera because how camera shy they are. But we'll figure a loop. There's a loop in there somewhere. We just got to figure it out and keep working at it. That's what I said. That 3 must be working cameras around the whole. Yeah, but it's not keeping them away, and that's what gives me. That's why I don't think it's a Sasquatch. If you notice,
they got a lot of cameras up.
Them structures happen after they put them cameras up. That's not MO from Sasquatch at all whatsoever. Sasquatch don't do shit in front of cameras. Whatever it is, they know what it is. They know it's in there, and it's on that camera because that structure in front of the cameras, they showed up after the cameras appeared. I'd love to get the access to that SD card, just to check it out, just to see what's on it, because I know they got whatever it is that's living in that hole. Did you hear when I first walked up to that hole? It started hissing at me. That's not Bigfoot. That's not MO of Bigfoot. They don't hiss at you. If anything, it whistle, throw rocks or something. They don't. It sounds like some kind of serpent or some crazy shit out of there. That thing sounded nuts. I think you got a dog man, a brown one. Yeah, there's a Bigfoot land. I know there's a dog man over there. There's some crazy shit over there that I don't know what it is. I mean, you guys spotted out so many pictures out of these last 4 videos that James Dean, Scott Malika, you guys put in a lot of work. I'm still going through half of James, or even James Spoon. He's doing a lot of it. Like, you guys are putting in work on finding these Bigfoot in the videos. I can't keep up with you guys. I got 3 videos alone from you guys for slash shows, just nothing but Sasquatch. It's we got our hands full right now. I can only imagine when we hit the ground running. I feel like I've been on idle. Every time I plan to go out there and get something done, it's raining, thunderstorm. We got tornado watches, hell one out there. It's like, can we get one day to get out there? Just one. I can't get one day. It's the end of June already, and we can't get. It's crazy. But you're right, in Northern, cameras don't lie. If you shoot at one, you will never make it out of the woods at all, whatsoever.
Yeah, teeth chatter. If you hear teeth chattering, yep, I'm out.
I've heard teeth chatter already.
Hi, Money Mike. Mike's in here?
Yeah, Money Mike's
He's
up
on
there.
the Breeze profile.
Yeah, when you see Bree, that's Money Mike. But
Man, bear, pig. I ain't heard that before.
what?
A man, bear, pig.
Yeah,
Christopher, man, bear, pig.
okay.
That'd be interesting.
We wouldn't want to shoot one. Nah, that's the last thing that's on my mind. Ken and Jeff had 5 meters away. They was right in front of it. Was right in front of them. That's not the only time that happened. That seems to happen a lot. It's almost like they're invisible to us, but the camera picks them up. That sometimes it just amazes me how they do that. The baddest thing we have is wild boar. We ain't got nothing like that.
If a boar ran up on me, I'm
It's
climbing
time
a
to
tree.
move. We get boar in this area. I'm moving away. What it do? Jeff carried air horn for defense too. It seemed like they know. Listen, I took gunmen out there with me, and they was armed to the teeth. It kept them in their backpack, kept them concealed. They know when you have something. You never get no activity when you go in there with guns. So it's like a waste of time. I know it could potentially is going to get me messed up sooner or later. I'm gonna come across a black bear again, or just something stupid out there, and I'm gonna wish that I had one. But at the same time, nothing ever happens when you got them. So it's like, why? I just don't do it. I was thinking if you guys pay attention to where the ones at the time stamp and go back to, well, see, I do that. That's what I did the last time when I came up around that hole out to the backside of that big hole, and Jeff was freaking out because they was talking down in that hole and walking around down there, and he was ready to leave, and I was trying to get him out. As we were walking back to the backside of that hole, a rock came out of the bush and smacked me in the chest, and I turned around and I told Carrie, "Don't say nothing, just keep walking," because if she would have said something that she seen it, he would have took out running in the wrong direction to the forest, and out of that, I spent an hour trying to find him in the forest. So I said, just don't say nothing to Jeffrey. Wait till we get out of the woods. And when we got out of there, well, I didn't even tell him until we got home. It was like, hey man, while you was flipping out back there, and we coming around, I got hit in the chest with a rock, and I think the camera picked it up. Let's upload this so we can check it out. Sure as shit, you can see the bush lower down and the rock fly out, hit me in the chest and everything. It just, so after that happened, 2 days later, I went back up there because I was thinking that, does that say Snoop? The camera is the best defense. Yeah, it definitely is. But I went back out there because I was thinking that was the day watcher's setting spot, and he watches that hole. So I wanted to go back there. If that's the day watcher setting spot, he's going to be up there every day, all day long, just watching that hole. So I did the same exact thing, went around, and that's the only way he had was to go back down over the rock face, which is like 50, 60 foot, or shoot back down into the hole. And I would have seen him if he would have came back down into the hole. So really the only option he had without me seeing him is going down over the rock face, and he wasn't doing that.
Sound is breaking up.
I wonder why.
Is it better now, guys?
But he wasn't gonna take that rock face because it was so high.
He said static.
And when I went back to that spot, and that's the spot that he spoke to me. He told me I was sick. That's the same exact spot where he threw the rock at me the couple of days before that. So this trip, I'm gonna go back out there by myself, and I'm gonna sit there in the spot. And well, my plan is on my way up, I'm gonna put the camera stick into the ground to where it be facing up there, and I'm gonna go up there and sit and talk to him, ask him some questions, see if I can get another response out of him, because he talked to me out by myself, and he really said something. He spoke. The camera picked it up, said that's proof that I ain't making no shit up. He spoke English to me. It blew my mind. They said Sharon says buffering.
Yeah, I think I seen buffering twice.
It's a mic. I don't know what's going on with it. It might be acting up. Check that video at 17:30. Jason, I definitely will. Jeff, I'm handicapped. Would I be safer around Bigfoot's area?
Why you shouldn't have your butt cooked?
See, I can't answer that. I say no, and then you go out there and you get snatched up, and I'll never be able to live with myself. So I don't want to answer that. I would say go, but go with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always better to have somebody with
go.
you.
Don't never go alone. Go with somebody. I mean the sound speaker, not Jeff. No buffering here. Good here. Yeah, it's 5K. It should be good. It might be your stuff. Bear spray not going to help you. Nah, James Boone, you're right.
Bear spray?
Man, James down there, down in the Rocky Mountains, getting snowed in, man. Hey, James, I'm praying for you, brother. Down there, you got that snowstorm on the way. It's crazy. It's the end of June. You guys are still getting snow in the bottom of that freaking mountain.
For us, I'm getting snow.
Colorado's getting snow tonight.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. This weather is just blowing my mind. And now I seen the snow in July and August, but on the mountain, never in Colorado on the flatlands. That shit just don't happen. Not in this time of the year.
Yeah,
Crazy weather this year. Man, James, hang in there, man. We're getting it too. But we ain't getting snow. We're getting rained out.
We're getting snow on the first day of summer.
We're flooded out. The rivers are at its max. It's just bad this year. Montana's even getting snow. That shit's crazy. Yeah.
I swear we need boats.
We need boats in PA.
I needed one just to go to her car yesterday.
We got boats strapped out to the back porch just in case.
Just to get to the vehicle.
This might be Noah's flood. You don't know. You wake up in the morning and have to see your boat floating around. It's time to go. I'm floating out of town. I don't know about you guys. First day of summer today, and we're getting snow. Figure that shit out. You see my post now, Pat? Let me check it out. Pat, I go alone just to get snatched up. Hey, Pat, man, shit's real out there. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the Sasquatch is snatching people up, but there's something snatching some people up. I don't know what it is. I can't say it's Sasquatch. I can't say, but this past year, it opened my eyes up to a lot of other things. Ever since I found them three-toed tracks, hey, anything can be out there. Ever since you guys found that demon with the horns, that crusader type dude, hey, my mind's wide open anymore. I feel like I've seen it all. There's nothing I haven't seen that I feel like right now at this point, because there's just so much out in the forest. And somebody just messaged me today and asked me about, have I seen orbs around Bigfoot, and like, have I witnessed anything like out of character or anything leaning more toward like the paranormal with them or whatever? And I can't say that's them. I know what he's talking about because me and Fred had an experience with the orb, I know what he's talking. It's like a ball energy the size of a basketball, and we seen it going through the trees. It was floating 4 foot off the ground, going right through the woods. Big ball. I couldn't even call it an orb. It was the size of a basketball. It looked like a ball energy going. We don't even talk about it. We looked at each other like myself. I know if I would tell anybody about it, they're gonna look at me like you guys looking at me right now, like this dude full of shit. But it was a big ball of energy going through the forest, the size of a basketball. I picked it up on film and everything. I can't even tell you what video that was, but I will look for it and I will give you a timestamp next Friday Night Live on where that, or it's on one of these videos. It glided through the trees about 50 yards up ahead of us. Me and Fred both freaked out, and still to this day haven't seen nothing like that, or it never happened again. Yeah, the orb was on film. The orb definitely on film. It shows it moving through the trees, right through the forest, 50 yards up ahead of us. Little man needs to read my post. Let's check out Mary. Guys, I ain't ignoring you. Once I start rambling, I'm looking at the screen and the comments are over here. So I need to read and talk at the same time.
Can't multitask.
It's hard to do that shit. I'm brain dead as it is, guys. It's hard to multitask. Yeah, I forget her, Pansy. Mary.
I think I read it actually already. It was about what was it?
I see your ideas, Julie. You are onto something. Interdimensional. I can't say that they are, but one thing I can say is with my personal experience with the paradox shit, I don't think it's the Sasquatch, but I think there's something else out there with them. Like even Scott Malika sent me a clip. I'm gonna post that up and all by itself. He sent me a clip. There's 2 Sasquatches sitting up against a rock, and for like 2 seconds, I'm filming on them, and this blue beam comes down on the one, it moves over to the other one, and goes back up. It blew my mind. I said, "There's other things that's messing with them. I don't know what's going on with that, but there's other things out there other than Sasquatch. Believe me when I say there's something else other than Sasquatch out in that forest. Whether it's responsible for taking people or what's going on, but there's other things out there other than Sasquatch. I don't know what they are or what it could be. They're more advanced than we are. They're more advanced than the Sasquatch, but I have no idea what they are." We can see your comments. Spending the night down there is the last thing I want to do. Dolly,
That's the first thing he's trying to do.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to spend the night. That reminds me. We're sitting. It went to sleep. Guys, we're sitting right now. It would be on that one. I think we're at 9,500.
Let's try to reach 10K, even though I'm not trying to do it.
We're sitting at 9,522, guys. We're
strong.
We're almost at that 10,000. You know, once we hit that 10,000 mark, we gotta go to Sheila's world and spend the night at Sheila's world. He gotta do it. That's a part of the contract. Him and
Mike's wearing leggings. Him and Dad's wearing leggings.
Is signed.
Who would you rather see wear leggings? Me or him?
Blood in contract that he will spend the night in leggings out in Sheila's world.
Who would you rather see?
Him and Mike. Hey guys,
comment. Who you would rather see?
You guys even said at 10,000 they will spend the night at Sheila's world in leggings. Skin tight women's leggings. Both of them, him and Mike. And they're gonna do it. They got a contract, they're gonna do it.
Ooh, Dean just sent me some very interesting photos. He got this one really circled out and everything. That looks crazy.
I know, that's what I said.
Okay, Dean, I see you. That's cool.
He's been putting in work. I have a few hundred pictures from Dean alone that I got to go through and edit and post it. And Dean making my job hard. But hey, man, that means a lot. You guys are putting in a lot of work. A lot of work. Without you guys, I wouldn't find shit. You guys are really putting in a lot of work to pull out these 9,523. Oh, it went up one? No, it's still on 22.
It might have went up one.
Yeah, it might. I didn't refresh it. But hey, once we get that 10,000, they'll be out there in Sheeta's world spending the night. I'm filming every single second of that with them in
Stovepipe Chaps, black leather for you.
Who said that shit?
Hey
Diane, you're on my side, man. You supposed to be working with me, not him.
Come on, everybody.
If
y'all get this video to 100 likes right now, he gotta wear black.
It says Team
Chaps.
Jeff. Team Jeff.
Team Jeff. I'm Jeff.
Oh, damn.
He's Jeffrey.
He's right.
On Facebook.
Because that was the deal we made, Pat. That once we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're gonna spend the night in Sheila's world.
Black leather chaps, nothing else.
And he's got to wear the subscribe tights on our clothing line, and him and Mike the women's tights. And I'm filming every second of that. Him running through the woods in women's tights. Shit, I'm gonna take it to his school and have a presentation.
Cookie, you don't even want me wearing them. She said she wants you to wear them.
Let her out.
You want out, Cooks?
Stop and like and subscribe. Thanks, TM. But that's another thing, guys. While I'm thinking about it, I was watching Ty Standings live. I was watching it for a good hour, 45 minutes before I even said anything. Because, hey, Mercedes, baby girl, because I hate for somebody that's like, I ain't gonna say that. That sounds like an asshole. But I don't like when somebody come in and just, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. So what I'm saying is, I just sat there on Ty Standings and live and just was quiet and just listened what he had to offer and what he had to say. And I was reading you guys' comments. Guys, you guys was blowing him up with my name. Hey, check out Jeff Friend, Three Toe Tracks. Go investigate Jeff Friend. I mean, you forced him to give me a shout out. That was amazing, guys. That was amazing. Because he was trying to avoid it so much, and you guys wasn't letting him avoid it. Even the moderators were like, okay, you made his point. He's going, and then finally.
I think he even blocked like 2 or 3 ago.
They blocked a few of them, but you guys fought for it, and that means a lot. Just to show that you guys are backing us up 100%. And that shows it right there, 100%. She took Jeffrey.
I swear. As soon as I got up to let her out, she just comes over here and
I'm glad she's doing it to him and not me.
Oh, she's so precious, though.
But I guess what I got out of Todd Standing's video that he gonna start taking people out into the woods from now until October. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's it. Why does do this every Friday Night Live?
I swear I don't see it any other time but this time.
It never does that until Friday Night Live. And watch Siri start acting up again. Team Jeff, solid. That's right, Diane. You guys got our back, and that shows us 100%. And not even just with Todd. Hey, I seen what you guys did with WBFRO. That means a lot. That means even more to me than what you guys did with Todd, because you shut them down. Overnight, right now, you guys shut him down. I don't know how you just did that. He messaged me. He said, Jeff, why you delete me? I said, I didn't delete you. What are you talking about, dude? I said, I don't know what. I didn't even know. I didn't report him or flag him or none of that. He said, why you delete me? I didn't know what he was even talking about. So Jeffrey got on his webpage. It said no longer available. And he typed in Westmoreland Fed, whatever their name is, and put it up. And then it showed up a whole new webpage. They had to start up a new webpage, and then they got the 3 men in black up on top of it. Like they're the men in black of the Sasquatch world. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave them go. They're going to get me for something. I'm going to leave that alone. Pat G, come to South Carolina. You're going to get good footage. Once we get up there, guys, once we get out there and get situated a little bit better than where we are, we're going to start traveling. But
pink tutus for everyone.
Irish, you're supposed to be on
10,000. That's affordable to go out to the woods with my man's talk.
That's what I'm saying. For 10,000, you go to the woods. I didn't want to go there though. I'm gonna leave that one for you guys.
Hey, 5,000 right here. We'll take you
I
guys like
mentioned you
that.
in crypto reality so much. I get ignored. I know, Julie. You guys are great. You guys are. That's what's up. That means a lot to me, and that just makes me want to even do this even that much more. Cause when I'm out there, like in the restricted land, I know my ass ain't allowed out there. That's restricted area 51. I know I'm gonna get some big ass trouble if I get caught. But in the back of my mind, I know that when something pops off and I'm filming everything, the proof that I'm not doing anything, just walking through there, I know you guys are gonna come full force and get my ass out of trouble. Hopefully, I know it's a false sense of security, but at least I got some kind of security that hope to think that you guys will come through and help me out when they get me. But I'm gonna keep doing it until they get me, regardless. Go on what? D-Dawes show. I don't know, Nelson. For a gut saying he's been trained in disguise. Bigfoot see him coming. Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying exactly. Trust me, I do. Jeremy Scott. The word is out. Jeff Friends is now a celeb in the Bigfoot world. That means a lot, man. That's what's up.
They're talking about me. It means a lot, y'all.
Hey, man. I'm gonna have to pause it for a couple minutes. And when we come back to the regular scheduled programming, we're gonna be missing the sun. We're gonna be a kid short. I got 4 other ones. Don't worry, guys. Take his place.
You got 3. Like, I don't know. You might have more songs.
We got you. Thanks, Kristen. TM on Tunes and Radio on Dark Matters. They are looking to go and meet for Bigfoot. They are in your area. Send me a link, TM, on my Facebook. I want to check that out. See what's going on with it. Guys, I know I told you guys last week we were supposed to go to this Bigfoot research down at IHOP. Guys, I didn't make it. I didn't make it at all. I don't know if you guys see my message on Facebook, but at that day,
Swear to
I was broke. I was broke as a joke. I couldn't afford to go to IHOP. As bad as I wanted to go and make an appearance with them guys and just to see what their MO was to invite me out there, I was ready for anything, but I just couldn't afford it. So I just said, you know what, I'll catch the next one.
Fraud standing. I like that.
Don't feed it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't demonetize me. Let them let them attack them. Don't do that. They'll come after us. We let their fans attack them. I learned my lesson, guys. You ain't pull me into that one. Last time I fell into Yinz's trap, I was out on the back porch dodging, bobbing and weaving people and shit. I'm not doing it. You going live like this is more of a risk than walking through the woods. Right? It is. It was so rainy that day too. Sorry guys, but bedtime. All right, Sue. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. You going to Walmart?
Walmart to Walmart.
I got your back down here in East Texas. Hey, we plan on coming to Texas down there. We not this summer, definitely not this summer, but I do want to take a trip down Texas and Washington. I want to go to Washington too. We will be up there behind you if you get locked. Hey, I'm gonna need you guys because this year I'm planning on pushing the limits as much as I can without getting in any trouble as much as I can. But at the same time, I'm gonna get some answers out there, guys. I'm not gonna keep doing what I've been doing, hiding behind, beating around the bush. If I see something or if I hear something, guys, I'm putting it out there, whether they like it or not. I mean, I done got hacked and all this other shit because I'm free with what I say, and that could be a harmful thing and it could be a good thing at the same time. But from here on out, whatever happens is going to happen. I'm just going to call it as I see it, whether it gets me into trouble or not, because that's the only way to get the truth out is call what you see. Like this reptilian shit. Ever since I found them three-toed tracks, you know how many messages I got? Don't talk about these reptilians. Don't even touch base with them. At least 40 different messages telling me to leave that reptilian shit alone, stick with something that I know. At the same time, I don't even know that it's a reptilian. I just know that I found three-toed tracks and I followed them at least a mile and I filmed it. And I got so much backlash out of that it's scary. Trust me, it's scary when I tell you that I've been getting some backlash over them tracks. And they're telling me not to talk about them reptilians. And it makes me want to talk about them even more because they tell me not to. But it is what it is, and I'm gonna keep saying what I'm saying, guys. So don't have no doubts about that. It was probably a setup for trespassing. I think I'm gonna lay down a little too, but I will be back there. And well, the way I look at Area 51 restricted is when you go up there, only the entrances are marked.
Mercedes.
They got signs up. The front entrances, the two holes up top, and the big hole down bottom, they're all restricted. They got signs all around them. But the rest of the areas, there's no signs whatsoever. To my knowledge, there's no signs in that area other than the entrances to them shafts. So the way I look at it, as long as I leave that shit alone, that part of it, there's no harm done. And at the same time, as long as I'm filming my every action on that property, it backs me up that I'm not disturbing their excuse or none of that. I'm not bothering no bats. I'm not entering no cave systems or none of that. I'm just around the area filming around the holes. If that's a crime, then hey, let's get it. But that's the way I'm gonna be for these next couple of months on these next couple of events because of the situation that's at hand and in the area that they are. Jeff, what's behind me doesn't matter. See how fast I can run away on the butt in Kaka's tights. He won't go back there to that area. If you guys go back, I was doing it this week. I was going back and watching the older videos before they even sealed that whole shaft up because from day one, I don't know the best way to put that. The first time me and Fred went out there was no marks of them sealing anything up. The first time we went out there, we got hit with rocks. We got at least 30 different images on video of Sasquatch all around us. I mean, there was so much activity, whoops, tree knocks. And then after that video was released, the following weekend we went out there, there was a new road plowed through there. They started having all this equipment, this welding equipment, stacks of sheet metal out there. Then that's when they started making a move. When I posted that first video of us getting activity on top, then they moved in with all this sheet metal and stuff. All right. And then once I filmed them tracks, them three-toed tracks up there walking around, the very next weekend I came back out, that's when they made everything restricted. So, I mean, and they're saying that it's a bat. They're protecting it from a bat. I hate to see the size of that bat if that's what they're protecting, because them feet about 15 inches long on the one that was out on the road, and the one that was walking the bank was about 8 inches long. That's a big bat. If that's a bat, that's something I don't want to mess with. But at the same time, the thing told me I was sick, so now I gotta go find out what the hell he's talking about.
I wouldn't. I would just leave it
Your
at that.
mom keeps asking what the white-toed track, three-toed tracks were on the rock.
That was in the rock itself. That's up in Bigfoot land, and I have no idea. I've seen it, and there's another white, like it's like old Indian war paint. It looked like an Indian's a Sasquatch face in the rock, and the megaliths or petroglyphs or whatever you call them. I don't know, but the stick that was marked like that, and then we found the same marking inside the rock.
That was
That
crazy.
blew my mind. What the hell was that?
Julie even pointed that out.
I mean, that's
side by side.
yeah. Julie posted on the Facebook page the stick structure and then the structure that's inside the rock. That's fascinating.
It is. That's interesting.
It's like ancient ruins, but the Sasquatch know that language that's on them rocks, or are they the one that put them on that rocks? It's like, what's going on there? I mean, there's so much going on in Bigfoot land.
Maybe they worship
It
the rock.
changed so much since the last time I've been there. I found more hieroglyphic. That's what it's called, Dean. Maybe the three-toed tracks is a bat. I don't know. I don't know what a bat foot looks like. But if that's what they're protecting, it's a big boy. His feet's about 15 inches. He's huge, if that's a bat. But everybody I talked to and showed them to says it's reptoid in nature. No, Mom. Bigfoot land and that cave is two total different areas whatsoever. Man, that area at the cave, I don't know what it is there. I don't know what's going on there. I remember at times me and Fred was walking along them woods, and off in the distance you hear, like I said this before to you guys, but when you walk past a school, you hear the kids in the background playing in the playground, the echo of the kids playing. You hear that. Well, when you're walking through that forest, sometimes when the wind blows, you'll hear the echo of the kids playing, like they're in recess or something, and they're out in the playground playing, and it just messes with you. I heard it once. They're walking down in through the caves with Fred and my uncle, and I think Mike was with us that day. The kids was talking. The girl kept saying "mommy" to us, like asking us in a sense, "Are you my mommy?" That place is just it's fascinating. Nonetheless, it's fascinating. We got them down here. I've seen those three-toed tracks as a kid. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's something that we want to mess with. Dogman. A lot of people says it's Dogman.
Nelson, I'm gonna check that out for him.
Supernatural aspect for sure. That's the best way to put it, Jeremy. Tracks found this week, 27-inch twice that of a Bigfoot. That's
It's getting weird.
There's a lot of things that have been popping up on these new videos, and I think there's something that's coming up from the inner earth. Now, this ain't no facts. This is just me throwing shit out there. This is what I'm thinking. That the videos that I've been watching, and I've been watching like camping going wrong and just straight camping videos, and a lot of people picking up on these cave creatures that's coming up. Something's coming up from underground and they're surfacing for some reason, and a lot of people's picking them up on footage, and they're calling them slender. You look up Slenderman, and majority of them videos is this white
that's not
creature.
Slenderman. If they look up Slenderman on YouTube, they're gonna get the black, tall, skinny, white thing.
Well, what's that creature that?
I can't remember the name of it, but it's definitely not Slenderman. If they type in Slenderman, they're gonna get the whole wrong example.
Yeah, it looks like a
it's a dude in black suit.
In a black suit.
No, these are like cave dwellers.
Yeah, they're weird.
Limbed,
they're freaky.
They're long limbed. They let off that squeal. I don't know what they are. They're solid white. They're definitely a cave dweller, whatever it is.
Skinwalkers. Yeah,
that's it. That's what it was. We was looking up skinwalkers, and them things kept popping up. The same sound that was inside that cave when I first walked up, that hiss. Dean sent me some sounds that was filmed, I think in Colorado, I want to say, was the same sounds. They said it was from a skinwalker or shift change or whatever they was. But Rick, you look up Rick, and the same cave dwelling thing pops up. Everybody's picking them up all over the United States. So what I'm seeing is there's something underground. There's a shift or something going on under there, and it's forcing them up, and they're coming above ground. Hollywood tells us about.
Yeah, he said, ask them if they can heal you. They might know a cure.
That's my plan. They're
gonna come up missing for like a week.
The way he said,
coming back
like
good.
He's telling me that I'm sick. I was bending over. I was telling you guys these don't belong here, and I was pulling them out of the ground to show you that they don't belong there. And when I pulled the second one out, is when he said, "You're sick."
You wouldn't know when they
And
run up and force mushrooms
it
down your
freaked me
throat and
out.
put you to sleep.
It freaked me out.
You wake
So
up next
they
to a
know
tree
that
with
there's
pop.
something wrong with me. And I'm gonna go back out and see if he can tell me what's wrong with me. Like I made a doctor's appointment. I just gotta wait for it. Fracking, Patty, you might be right. Fracking's been doing a lot of damage in a lot of places. So it could be because of fracking, but there's a disturbance under there, and it's bringing them up. Indian beliefs between two worlds. There's definitely an inner world. There's a sub world. A Bigfoot with a German Shepherd head. That would be a dog, man. That's exactly what that nurse described these things to me out on her property. She said these skinny things come up with like a dog head. They're tall and skinny with like a wolf head. I said, "You're messing with some dog man out there. Them ain't safe. Don't try to walk up to them or try to mess with them. They're nothing like a Sasquatch. You don't really want to mess with them too much." It's saying that a spiritual war is started and these entities are hybrids of Nephilim, fallen angels. Hey, I'm open to anything right now. There's definitely some shit going on. The government sees it. The government's taking actions to doing whatever they do. And I'm just seeing a lot of things. They got a lot to do with that. I'm not awesome. I'm a nerd. Julie, you're cool. It's portals opening in the energetic times we are living in. That could explain the movement of the rocks too. Yeah, you're right. Because that one day when we did the overnight challenge with my uncle, when they sealed up that front hatch, all right, we went in there for overnight and we noticed that there was a whole. They started lining boulders up on that front entrance, like they were trying to seal it up themselves. They was pounding them up about 4 feet high. Some of the boulders was 800-900 pounds. There's no way a human's moving them around, and they got put there after they sealed the front entrance up. A couple weeks later, we went down in there. Them rocks was gone. They completely moved every one of them rocks that they piled up in front of that main entrance. They moved them away. So they do work. They put in a lot of work. It really is a weird world. I'm half Cherokee. That's what's up, Lydia. But there is a lot of things going on that I just can't understand. And hopefully we can get some answers sooner or later. And I feel like if I keep going out there to that spot by myself, I'm gonna get some answers. I'm gonna definitely get some answers. Yeah, he would be the one.
I felt like I was chewing too loud, so I put mine down.
They talking, Brian. You ain't got the munchies, do you?
I don't know.
He always be sitting there munching in my ear. I know you guys can't
Is
hear
it loud?
Yeah, it's loud. They can hear you munching.
Oh, for real? My bad, y'all.
So I put
Stranger
munchies
than
down.
fiction is definitely true. That's what Scott Carpenter believes in the Nephilim. Well, I'm not saying that there's not no Nephilim, but I don't think the Bigfoot or Nephilim, so to speak. Let's say, I'm not saying let's hear this side of it. Let's say that an entity came down. The Sasquatch already lived here. This is their home planet, and they already was here long before humans, right? Let's say this other outside source came from another planet, off planet, right? Came down, as far-fetched as it sounds, and started messing with them. Started doing their own little thing, playing God, creating shit like we are, like we created the dogs and so forth. Let's say they came down and took their genetics and took a little bit of their genetics and mixed them with the Sasquatch and came up with us. What if we're part Sasquatch and part something else and created to be a slave race for them to do whatever? I mean, from what I've been seeing It's not far fetched. It's really not. And I think that's what a lot of the government is hiding. They don't want us to know because the Sasquatch may be the mother side to us, and the father side is our planet. Maybe that's why they can't trace a solid line on our father side, but they can trace the mother all the way back to one person, and they can't do that to the father side. I think they can, but they're not telling us. There's a. I don't think I'm that far from. That's not too far from the truth. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. That could have something to do with it. With why they're hiding them so much. Why are they such a big secret? The world knows that they're there. I mean, you go to the forest, you can see that there's something there. What's the big cover up? What's the big deal on even hiding them? They didn't hide the great ape. I mean, the gorilla, the silverback, they're not hiding him. But all of a sudden, there's a new species of Sasquatch, and they want to hide him. There's got to be there's got to be something to that. All right, TM, have a good one. Praying mantis females eat the males after eating. No, that's just wicked. Why did I read that? Oh, I'm going into a new forest. Yeah, Chris, you're right about that. Did you see that video on the part cat, part fox? That was cool. They've been doing that, intermixing shit. I seen the video where they put the ear on the back of the rat. They got glowing mice. I mean, we're playing God. Don't think we ain't. So who's to say that they didn't come down here and play God and create us for their benefit or whatever? I don't know. That's just theory. I'm gonna leave that alone. Roadrunner. I feel you. Everybody got their own opinion, but that's just I don't know. That's just what I've been thinking on. Just crashing with all these videos after videos. Your mind tends to go a certain direction, and that's kind of direction that it was going after watching a series of different things. The government is always hiding something, no doubt. There's no doubt about that. There's definitely a secret with them. It's just what's that secret? What's the secret that's so big of a deal that they gotta be a secret?
Breaking up again, static, man, international interference.
I should have ate my ex-husband's head off after
I see
mating.
that.
That's messed up, dude. Breaking up again, static, man. And hey, that ape is Trump. Hey, man, I am gonna touch base. What do you guys think about Trump, man?
That's politics.
I know politics, and a lot of people don't like politics, but that move. Do you think Trump should have sent the planes on in, or do you think Trump should have just caught him off like he did? I mean, because it's making us as a state looking like a certain kind of way.
Yeah, don't even start that, G.
You're right.
We'd have a whole war going on.
You're right, still smoking. I'm gonna leave that be, but that's just food for thought. Why did he turn him back? I mean, we look like bitches now. I mean, let's put it out there. We looking like a straight bitch. We sent a drone over. They shot it, blew it down, or whatever. They blew a plane up, and then we're going to send some ships over with some bombs. And then all of a sudden, he gonna call them off after they get out there. You just wasted about $500,000 worth of fuel. Not to mention the missiles you loaded up, the hour manpower. I mean, you wasted all that money to send them out there to call them back. You might as well let them finish what they went out there for. You're making us look like what? Like we're going. Hey,
your YouTube channel is gonna be going after this.
I'm gonna let it go. You're right, still smoking. Let's leave that one go. Let's leave that one for the theorists. Oh shit.
Let's get his food.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop talking about it. I'm getting scared. No more Trump talking. Trump's out of this conversation. I think it will happen in the next few days. Donald, don't say that. He has yeah, you're right. I think it might be you might be on to something. You might be on to something. afraid of Russia and China. Yeah, it could throw us into World War III. But I'm not I'm not talking about it. I'm all right. We're done with that conversation. Just puff past because it would kill thousands of innocent people. If yeah, you're right about that. But we're done talking about Trump. You're gonna get me kicked out of here. We're done. I shouldn't even stop. I shouldn't even brought it up. But it's just shit that's on my mind
Do
that
you
I've been
want Jeff
thinking
Jr.
about.
or Mike get drafted?
Yeah, because that's what would
Ooh,
happen
don't
if we
say
won the
that.
war.
He
Yeah,
couldn't
you're
get
right.
drafted.
Yeah,
He's
our
the
condition.
oldest.
No, we'll be
And that condition is out the door when we go to war.
I just
Yeah.
get drafted no matter what.
No,
No
you're the
condition, no
oldest.
matter.
They won't take the only child or the oldest.
They draft females.
Yeah, you're last to go.
Good to go. See you later, bitch.
No drift. Right. Ultraviolet light in the back cave. See, Julia, I want to send a drone up through there. I'm not trying to physically go down in there because I can physically be trespassing in a restricted area. I'm not trying to go to jail. He said the drone was a mistake too. It's all good. Free speech
Isn't free no more. Swear.
It really ain't, Brian. You really got to tread on ice around here nowadays. This day and age, man. You said the wrong thing. You
Your
coming
life
up
could be
missing.
going.
You coming up missing. I will go back before. Okay.
They do draft women now.
Did they draft women?
Oh, dang.
The drone is a great idea. I want to send a drone down in there. I'm going to eventually. Once I get all these trips that we got planned out the way, because that's costly. Once I get them paid for and we get them out the way, I'm gonna go get a drone. They're just a few $100 I ain't got, but I'm gonna get a drone. I'm gonna take it down in there and
Camera on a fishing line. We'd be mad when we reel it in and something's on the other side ripping it in half.
camera on the fishing line. See,
We'd have to get a 200-pound line.
no, you're gonna have to go down. I want something to fly down into the shafts. On one shaft that we sent her brother down in that last time, he said there's a light. There's road lights running down there. There's stuff going on down there. I want a drone that I can fly in there. I can light it up and just fly around and
Could you imagine one of us
check the
actually
area
going in there
out.
with a camera and got that on video?
That'd be amazing to check that out. It's there's a lot going on in there that they don't want us to see. And why would they put up lights? Bats don't like lights. So why would they put lights in the shaft?
Yeah, you have a point.
protect the bats? Come
He
on
did
now.
say there was. Yeah, that
They
is a
can't
point.
use a hole through
There's
the
a
door
lot
because
going
there's
on in
cement.
that hole that don't add up. They sealed it up to protect the bats.
But there's lights in there.
And they're gonna put
will
lights in
affect
there.
their eyes. That's why they come out during the night.
See, that's gonna get me in trouble too. Talking in my mind.
That just brought something to my. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of things that don't add up. The front doors, for example.
Yeah, for how thick they are for some bats.
How the bats flying in and out?
You know how much it costs to build those?
One side of sheet 10, on the other side of sheet 10, and in between that, they filled it up with concrete. There ain't no bats flying between concrete and metal.
No, you could put a little metal
If
sheeting
anything, they would have sealed it up like the grates they put on top of the hole for them to get in and out. But they didn't do that. So it's definitely not the bats. They're not protecting their bats. There's not a doubt about that. It's just everything steering it away from. Oh, it's not the bats. If it was a bats, there would be no lights put in down there. The bats love the dark. That's why they come out in the night. There's a lot of things going on with that place that they don't want us to know. The second I found them three-toe tracks is the second that shit came restricted. I wonder if we could make a poster board Bigfoot crossing sign for people to hang on their bedroom door.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
I don't think those were lights. It was just light from outside shining in through. No, he said there was round lights.
Yeah, lights.
Every so many feet going down the corridor on one shaft. He said there was lights every so many feet. And then you guys sent me the rope, the climbing rope, and I was going to go back in. The next weekend, we took the rope, all the climbing gear out there. We're going to go in. And that's when we discovered the restricted signs and all the cameras up. Buy a snake camera. I have one for pulling electrical wires. You can get on
Ooh, we might have to look into that.
Home Depot for $50.
That's not bad at all. That's cheap.
That's a great idea, Jeremy Scott.
Just to lower it down there. And,
And
someone said an RCXD car. If we had an RCXD car with like a
how you
camera on
getting
it,
it back up?
with a rope, put a rope on it, let it drive around down there, and then we can just pull it right back out.
You
But
guys
what
are,
if the rope gets caught on the rock?
Then we got a snag like a fishing line. If we
Yeah,
lose the car, we lose the
lost it.
car.
We
But
lost
we can have live video or something going with it, like something that's transmitting
Jeff,
it back
did
to
you
our
see
phone.
my post about it?
Hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
yep.
seen it too.
I definitely did, Julie. That was perfect. And it's amazing that the Sasquatch, I don't know if they put that in the rock or if they're mimicking what they're seeing in the rock or what's going on, but there's something with that. Someone tells T-Man what to do. He most likely was threatened to turn them back. What
Real
about
close.
those bird eggs? Go back to the nest to check. I can do that on the way out. The hummingbird, that freaked me out. The hummingbird nest. I was already on edge, and then that hummingbird flew out that nest and just freaked me out. A three-toed Bigfoot heavy. No, that's the first time I've ever heard anything like that, of anything with three toes. That blew my mind. Real Clef Mama, you running late today. Hey, I seen your video. That's pretty cool. And everybody deserves a day out. Everybody deserves a break. Even though I love spending time with these pricks, sometimes you gotta get away. Sometimes you gotta kick them in the ass, get away from them, and go on your own way. So don't ever feel guilty for taking a day for yourself, Real Clef.
Give me more reason not to have kids though.
Yeah,
I'm not having
just
kids
talk to
ever.
him for a couple minutes. You won't have no kids. But Real Clef Mama, guys, go subscribe to Real Clef Mama's channel. She putting in a lot of work to them videos. You guys sit on here and BS with her for hours at a time. You can gotta go over there on her channel and BS with her. Go check her out. She's a pretty cool individual. She got some good footage up. Has the folks who film her ever contact you? Not yet. They're supposed to. I haven't heard from them yet, Jeremy. Steady bird tracks, 4 tracks, don't match any bird. Not Julie,
You want to do
them
a Canadian Chris?
at all. No, not at all. Send a link. Okay, yeah. Go over to Real Clef Mama's page, copy a link, and post it down there for me. Get on Real Clef Mama page.
I gotta get juice cans.
And copy her link and post it down there.
All right, got it.
All right, Jeffrey's gonna post up a link for Real Clef Mama. You guys go over there and subscribe to her. That'll help her out. And there's another one. Julia, it's definitely not a bird. If you're talking about them three-toed tracks, without a doubt, it's nothing with wings. I followed that thing a good mile. It would have took off or came down. It definitely ain't got no wings. And the back heel of it is like a human, and then went up into a three-toed claw type thing. It's weird. Right, Alan? That's how we're on the same page. But hey, that's the only way you're gonna find anything out is you gotta push the envelope a little bit. Of course, they're going to subscribe but never get no notifications on it. That's because you gotta hit that bell right beside the subscribe button. Mom, you gotta hit that bell. And every time she uploads a video, you'll get a notification. I'm gonna get caught up, guys. Don't want to miss a different cryptid alone. Three-toed tracks were Mothman from nearby West Virginia. I don't know what they are, but there's a lot of backlash coming from them tracks. I'm getting the most thing so far I'm getting from that is don't talk about the reptilians. Talk about what you want, just don't talk about the reptilians. Just in from work early. Okay, Wendy.
What's going on?
Good to see you made us. Awesome live stream. Thanks, Lee. Hit that bell. That's what I'm saying. To get the notification, guys. After you hit the subscribe button, you got to hit that bell to get notifications.
3 dislikes, guys, means a lot.
Who give us a dislike?
I don't know. I see we got 3 dislikes on the
That's
line.
what's up. Thanks for showing that love, guys. Look
Anyway,
up
it
Lizard,
counts.
man. I've hit the bell. I don't get half of your notifications on yours either. Well, see, I'm capped. I'm a researcher, a Bigfoot researcher. Any researcher that got to do with something that they don't want you to know, they're gonna put a cap on you. And a lot of times you're not gonna get a notification from my channel just because they're trying to suppress me as much as they can. That's why I've been stuck on. If you notice, in 1 week, we got 4,300 subscribers in like 1 week, and then once we got close to that 10,200 mark, that's when it stopped. Everything froze. Everything froze. The AdSense revenue froze. It's stuck, and the subscription count is just stuck. It's not moving. It hasn't moved in weeks. So and it's been moving for the last 3 months. I've been watching it climb, and then it reached that one point and stopped. It stopped dead. So I know that it's capped off, but the only thing I can do is just keep coming, keep uploading. They can't cap forever. You guys, all you gotta do is just get onto my channel and just every day check, see if I uploaded anything, because you're not going to get the notification at all whatsoever. I don't know the name of the movie, but Mothman was how they came about the movie. I did my research on the Mothman, and every time he appears, something bad happens. I know that much about him. Looks like alligator without wetting. Definitely reptilian. It definitely, without a doubt, it may have been the moth. Nah, he was telling you not to talk about. I'll message you after this live stream, Roadrunner.
What's up, Pat?
Reptilians love it. I'm gonna leave that alone. Right about Colorado Bigfoot. Okay. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. I have to check that out. Energy sounds cool. Marcus No Joke, Colorado Bigfoot, good channel. He's got a lot of good footage.
Mhm.
He does got a lot of good structures. See, Pat, or no, not Pat, Lou. I want to do that. I got that what's it called? It's not a
Plot
deer
watcher?
cam. Plot watcher. I got the plot watcher, and I want to put it out there, but I don't know how often the BLM's going out there and changing out their cameras, and I don't want them going out there finding mine,
And you're out of camera.
and I'm out of a plot watcher. And plot watchers are expensive, but I'm going to take it out there, and every time that I go out, and once I find a spot that I can hide it under a rock where when I feel like it's secure and it won't be found, I'm going to place it out there. I'm going to leave it out there for the rest of the summer once I can find a good spot. See, hollow trees, there's a lot of things with that. You don't know if anything's living in there. Move it, disturb it, bump it. I want it up underneath, wedged under a rock, pushing leaves up around it where just the lens is showing, type of thing, like I had it the last time up at the maze. You are original, like Robert Thoughts, and I have your videos, but they are lacking things. Bigfoot sounds, eye shine, bro. You have massive eye shine. You are always moving the camera. Yeah, like I said, Mark, that's going to stop with this new equipment that these kids got me. It won't let me jerk him, and it's going to be movie quality footage from here on out, thanks to these guys. Fundraising for Heat Cam. Hey, I wish I did have the funds for Heat Cam. That'd be crazy. We all do it. Rex with the Leak Project goes to some awesome rock structures and hydro. There is some crazy things going on out there. I don't know what it is. It seemed like it's some old ancient ruins of some sort. I don't know how far back. I wish I could find somebody that can come out with us and just test that ground one time, or some of them rocks, or look at some of them pearglyphs or whatever you call it, and they can tell us what some of that stuff means. Maybe we can get some answers that we're looking for. Call me Graham, please. Okay, Linda.
That's Graham.
Okay, dickhead. You had that came all your hard work's done. Hey, you're right. These next few videos is going to be. I'm excited. I can't wait to get out there with it because it's so crystal clear. Everything stands out. It's this. I ain't never had nothing this clear. It's perfect. I like to donate a GoPro. How do I do it, Jeremy? That'd be great. You want to put the PO box, guys? I forgot to tell you that the PO box. The PO box is cool. Cool. It's back open. If you guys want to send some fan mail, some love, send it to the PO box. Jeffrey's going to put up the link.
It's at the end of every single video, guys. So like, if you
yeah,
find
if you don't,
I really can't send a link for it.
No, you just write the PO box. PO box 72.
Or you want to go?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Well, she's gonna do it, guys.
But yeah, the PO box is back open. I agree. I thought that the first time I saw those rocks. I only live an hour from you. Hey, Jeremy, anytime you want to come out, hit the woods, hit me up on Facebook, man. We can get together and get out there and I need somebody with a backbone to go out with me. Ain't scared to get down and dirty. See, there's a few spots that I know that we can go down there and underground. There's very potential. They're down under there, but I ain't going down in there by myself. I need somebody with a backbone that ain't scared to get next to them guys, and even when they're talking and when they're communicating with us and tree knocking, they'll hang out with me. They won't take off like this prick right here likes to do. So hit me up. Bring Kyle out again. He's got heart. He's gonna be coming out on one of the trips soon. He got a little bit of heart. If you notice, he went down in that hole without even asking.
First day.
That was his first time out with us.
That was the first time out. I turned around, he climbing down in the hole. Like, dude, what are you doing? We ain't even got no rooms to get you out. He said, F it, I'll climb out. He did. He's humping that tree up out to get out the hole. I was like, go ahead, dude. You're on the team. You're hired. I'm a chicken. I used to be, but it seemed like the more I go out there, the more courage I get. It's like a false sense of security. I made it the last time. I think I can make it this time, but one of these times it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I need someone with a backbone.
Oh.
I got you, Pat. We can hook up. We can get it out there, get some footage in. You just gotta have a little bit of courage out there. That's all it takes. Just a little bit of courage. Once you get it in your head that they're not going to grab you, and you're pretty much cool, as long as they like you, you ain't got no worries. I think everything will work out. And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Start telling the truth.
The truth will set us free, right? Sasquatch are amazing and peaceful. And that's how I look at them. They're not monsters. And if they wanted me, they had me a million times over. They was in arm's reach of us. We've been touched by them. Fred got his legs picked up. I mean, we had some activity, and if they wanted us, we'd been dead a long time ago. Northern Idaho. Definitely subscribe to Northern Idaho Sasquatch. Have you seen the Colorado Bigfoot footage with with a Geiger counter on structures? Nah, I think that was his last one. I ain't watched that one yet. I've got the Lord, right? That's all it takes, too. Okay, Pat, let's get it. Hit me up on Facebook. We'll set something up.
Mike's in love right now.
Roadrunner, that's on the list. We're going in there with a cave. That's really the only thing I got. The only option I have with that cave is to send a drone down in there.
The PO box is blurry on here.
I'm going to get it.
Like 72 or what?
It's PO Box 72, Mount Braddock. One thing I know, Bigfoot knows in your energy. He knows what your intentions are when you go out there, without a doubt. If you got it on your mind, you're going out there to film him. You're not going to see him. You're not going to hear him. That's why I try not to even think about that shit. I try to enjoy my time out there. I laugh and joke, carry on with the kids. I try not to even think about Bigfoot or what I'm going to do when I find him or none of that shit. Just go out there, enjoy what you're doing out in that forest, and let things around you happen. Because if you're thinking about, is that a Sasquatch? I'm waiting to see. If your mind's on Sasquatch, you're not going to see one. Just go out there, enjoy yourself, and let things happen, and that you'll get more results than of it being on your mind. And every sound's going to be a Sasquatch. I notice I've been doing a lot. It's like a crack over here and a crack. This is everything's a Sasquatch, and I know 90% of the time ain't the case. So I try to just go out there and enjoy my day out in the woods. Whatever happens, happens. Once the sound starts, I'll film it as it goes. As human, Arab, female with unknown father. That backs up my story, Jolie. Northern Idaho Sasquatch. Let me know. I'll give you a tour. Brown Dwarf. Vocals are awesome as well as filming. Right, James, you're right about that. Them vocals are so frightening. When you're out there by yourself and they start communicating back and forth with each other and you're in the middle, you feel like the monkey in the middle and you messed up. Like, I just messed up. They got me. They got me pinned in here. Where am I going? That's when your mind starts racing. But for the most part, they just want to see what you're doing. Like you're there trying to see what they're doing. And okay, Luke. I think if you truly love the forest and respect it, the Sasquatch will not hate you. And that's a mouthful right there, Deb. And that's it. That's just it. That's it right there. We're going to have encounter, guys. 100. Definitely, we're getting ready for that trip, James. We're getting ready for that trip. Guys, I gotta take a piss run. So I'm gonna turn this over to Jeff for a minute. And I got to get my coffee girl on the job because I think she went on strike. So prepare to hear some sounds for the next 30 seconds while I take a piss, guys. I'll be back.
And so what you guys want to talk about? Just comment some topics and I'll answer. While you leave me with fun. I'm a beast. I know everybody went here. So how's everybody doing?
It's quiet. Trying to get the PO box up there, guys. It's kind of difficult because I gotta keep going back to different videos.
Get them on camera. I'll see if you want them to work there, you know. Why? Why I get so scared? I don't know. I feel like I just start thinking too much out there, and it just gets the best of me, and then like
he's that way out in public. Not so much scared, but just anxiety.
What do you mean?
He's weird.
Stop him.
I'm being so serious.
Well, no, my mustache. I shaved it.
So Cookie says hi.
I wish I didn't.
Hey, you can see my teeth.
Wow, everybody's. I can't keep up with all you guys. Jeff Jr. I like how you shaved your mustache. Some people do, but I'd rather keep it back.
He shaved off one half whenever he was in the shower, and he was like, "Why did I do this?"
Yeah, I regretted it when I shaved off one half of it. Much love, Dottie.
I see you still smoking.
Huh?
Someone said I see you still smoking.
Thanks,
oh,
Dottie.
Yeah, sadly.
He woke me up in the middle of the night saying I can't breathe. I was just like, okay.
Jeff Jr., you're gonna need extra clothes where we go, and Jeff says, don't overthink it too much. That's hard to do with all the sounds and all the activity we be getting out there. It's very hard to do to keep calm.
Morgan knows what he's talking about. He goes out there a lot. He's in the field.
I know, but it's just hard for me not to overthink because I just start everything around me is just happening, and I'm just thinking like the worst possibility possible because I just want to be prepared for it. Like I'm not trying to go into it without being prepared for it.
What's going on, Sasquatch Wild? James, I can't wait to get out there, James.
Okay.
We're gonna have some fun out there, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. That's gonna make one hell of a video. For one, marijuana is legal in the state of Colorado, so that's a plus. And for two, I just love Colorado. Colorado is one of them. I mean, don't get it wrong. Pennsylvania is beautiful, and it's got a lot of mystic areas, and it's got a very vast haunted history. But at the same time, it's nothing like the Rocky Mountains. You'll never find anything like the Rocky Mountains whatsoever. We launch in 5. I'm ready. Spark one for me. I got you, Pat. Hey, I'll be sparking one for everybody once I get out there. PO Box 70. Okay, there it is. Jeff Friend. Guys, right there's Jeff Friend just posted up. This prick right here, he just posted up. Actually, it wasn't. It was Mrs. Prick posted up the new PO box up there, guys. If you want to help out, send some love through there. If you want to just send some fan mail, that's all up to you guys. I did respond to a couple of you guys' letters, so some of you people will be getting. I responded to a few letters that was very touching. So expect a couple of letters in the mail. Smoke Big 21 Paper J.
What?
Colorado's gonna be fun.
21.
I got plans on what that's gonna be. I'm trying to film. I'm not trying to sleep the whole
Swear,
trip.
like that's dead. You just ain't gonna be able to walk or nothing after that talk.
It does work better. You're more calm when you're concentrating and talking to the camera. That's why he's gonna be behind the. He's gonna be on one of the cameras at all times while he's out there, so he can stay out there longer.
It does be crazy.
James trying to kill somebody.
Swear. Cough your lungs up.
High on life, I am. I have to be in Pennsylvania, but when I go to Colorado, I don't have to be no more. Keep your eyes out of the structures. You guys gonna film on the road, right? We're filming the whole trip, and that reminds me. After we get off here, you gotta book that cabin. We're booking a cabin for Susquehanna. That's gonna be our first trip. It's gonna be Susquehanna State Forest. We're meeting an individual out there. He's having Sasquatch problems on a daily basis, and there are a couple elderly people. We've got invited to camp on the property, but that's not safe, judging by the activity that they've been getting. So we're booking a cabin for now. We gotta reserve it now, so it'll be ready for next month. But our first trip's gonna be to Susquehanna State Forest, and then I think 3 of us are going to disappear at the in the middle of August. Ain't that what I said? Yeah, in the middle of August, we're going to disappear and go to Colorado and film everything.
For a week, I can't wait. I got
Susquehanna is State Forest. That's where I had my first sighting, Sasquatch sighting. I was doing history on Susquehanna, and there's been sightings coming back from the 13th century coming out of there. There's been books written about Susquehanna, and then we decided to take a vacation there, not knowing anything about Sasquatch, and I had 3 sightings in one weekend. So we decided to come back on illiterate, didn't know nothing about filming or recording or none of that. Got what we can get and went back out there, and I didn't know what I was doing. So now that I know a little bit about filming, what I'm doing a little bit more, I want to get back out there in the Susquehanna where the Sasquatch are dangerously outnumbered anything out there. I've witnessed, me and Carrie witnessed a big 10.8 to 10 point buck. It was in front of us out on the trail, and it took off.
He told me to give you that note.
Oh, okay. Is he here?
No, he's on the phone. He just told me to give it to you.
Two.
Okay. You need 2 orders of wings.
Damn. What was I saying? Just for fun. You finally made it. That's what's up.
You said like 30 minutes.
Vince. What was I saying about such?
What?
He said 30 minutes.
You see what that person says right there? Did you just show?
Who let that go on through there like that?
You showed that.
Did I show that?
Wait, hold up. What I miss?
There's a asshole.
Only Cage Walding.
Stop, babe. We're on live.
Yeah.
I know they every time they come, I got order food.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
He ain't gaining no damn weight. I don't
Swear.
understand it. He got me ordering food every time. To get him here on this live stream, I got ordering pizzas, wings. Last week wings. This week is pizzas. Oh shit! Thank you, Derek. Like I said, me and Carrie, it was our last day up in Susquehanna, and it was early in the morning. Me and Carrie decided to go get the cameras while everybody else stayed back and packed up. We were getting ready to head back home. All right, me and Carrie walking out this trail, this game trail, and about I say 200 yards up ahead of us in the trail, in the middle of the trail was like an 8 to 10 point buck. All right, I was trying to figure out if it was an elk or if it was a buck, and I was telling Carrie like, if it's an elk, it'll chase you. If it's a buck, it'll run away. And we could be in danger if it's elk. So we got to watch as we're approaching it. We get up to about, I say 100 yards of it, then the thing takes off up the bank, up the side of the mountain. It went up, I say maybe 200 yards, and then you hear it screaming, like it was getting choked out, like if something had it in the headlock, it was hollering, screaming, and then it came back at us. So whatever it ran into up on that bank and was fighting up there on that bank, it rather come back at us and take us on, and instead of dealing with what it ran into up on that bank. But you can hear the deer get choked out, screaming, and then it's coming right dead at us. And when it got about 20 feet out from us, the buck just like V-lined up the other direction. Once it realized we was down there, it was crazy. That Susquehanna is crazy. It's crazy. Now that place, I wouldn't advise going out there without a gun, without an army tank out there, bitch. It gets dangerous out there. And I had a sighting of a black bear. You know them oil tanks. It's not the short round oil tanks. It's the tall oil tanks. They're like 5 feet tall. The long oval ones. They're not the short round ones. They're like oval and they stand like 5 feet tall. This black bear was walking up beside this oil tank up there, and it was like almost a couple inches higher than the oil tank was. The oil tank was over my head. The bear was walking on all fours, waddling, grunting. And when I seen it in the dark, it was like a couple inches higher than that oil tank when it was walking, waddling. That was the biggest black bear I ever seen to this day. It was like a Kodiak or some shit. This thing was huge. Semi-hunting State Forest got it. Guys, you just have to wait and see that one.
Man,
I'm not offended.
That dude?
I'm not offended, but these are kids you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I guess I am offended. If you wasn't talking about anything other than kids, then we'd be all right. But you're talking about kids.
Only Cage.
How's your daughter? Is she still having problems? Yeah. That never stopped.
Yeah, my mom still blowing me up about that.
They're scared to let us film there because they're worrying it's getting worse. Last time we filmed at her house, it's getting worse. Things are starting to fly around the room. The angels are turning around a lot more. She get to the point where she don't want me messing with it no more. I'm trying to get back in there and see what it is, what's going on, but it's like every time we go there to do something or ask her questions or something goes wrong or it just gets worse. So I've been leaving it alone for a couple of weeks, let things die down a little bit, and then we'll go back at it.
He sounds like a Bone Thugs hat.
That's it. I got this from the last concert that they had.
If you see that concert, you see a whole new him.
I wasn't the same person at that concert. I was 14 again. It was like a little kid. Any more paranormal videos coming out? Yeah, we're going to be doing some. It's just we've been reined in. I feel like a caged animal with all this rain we've been getting, guys. I feel like I've been neglecting you guys with lack of videos. I've been stir crazy because I'm stuck in the house, thundering and lightning every damn day. It's like I already know what's going to do tomorrow. I ain't even no sense of planning nothing. it's going thunderstorm, and
It's supposed
then
to be raining
in the
until Monday.
afternoon time it's going light rain, and then tomorrow night going thunderstorm again.
We could go for a rafting trip in the woods.
Possible tornado.
We could go rafting in the woods.
When I was for Sasquatch.
No, Allegheny Forest.
Oh, Allegheny
Vince,
Forest.
I didn't even see Vince join. What did he say?
Yeah, Vince.
He said, Jeffrey, read my post.
I got you, Vince. Vince been on here.
Oh, what's up, Vince? Oh, he's right there. I sent you a message.
About it on Messenger. Did you get it? Yeah, I talked to. I got to talk to her about it. About getting in touch with you. I ain't telling her about your abilities or nothing. I just somebody wants to talk to you about your situation. The next time we go out there, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna message you, and we can just do it there, Vince. You can talk to her when next time we go down there. Allegheny Forest that's a forest where people come up missing. I won't mess with that forest. My first encounter was when I was 12. The thing was 4 feet from me. Shot the shit myself. Crazy southern part is crazy Bigfoot. We want to see the trip back to the waterfall. Now that trip is 10,000 views. Once I hit the 10,000 subscribers, guys, that's where we're spending the night at.
I'm not spending the night at that waterfall.
You have to.
Not at the waterfall. Wait, you mean I gotta hike all the way back to the
world? That's Sheila's world.
Yeah, I thought we was gonna.
No, you don't gotta hike the way I went in. We can go up to the waterfall and come in back in that way.
Yeah, that'd be easier because I'm not hiking that whole thing just
Or
to stay
we
back.
can go back into the cemetery and camp at the cemetery and just
that'd be freaky.
come in and do our work.
Yeah, we can
from
do
the cemetery
and everything.
All that food talk had me reaching. Yeah, it should be coming soon. He just ordered 2 pizzas. They need a medium. It's not Bigfoot. It's something different. I agree with you. Cooks, what? Yeah, Allegheny is the Allegheny Passage. There's history there. There's history about Sasquatch there. Many stories about the Allegheny Passage. Great film, and Jeff Jr. got a warning about my comment on video. Ammonia in the squirt gun is better than pistol. The camera is the best protection you're going to have when it comes to them. Bigfoot mama, you go to Allegheny Passage, be safe. Don't go alone. It made a big bluff. It was so strong. It blew my hair. Right. The bluff charge you're talking about. And you notice that it goes right past you. It made a decision to bluff charge you to scare you off. Or it could have plowed you over without any effort whatsoever. I mean, they come right through you. Look at the one Rio had. Do you remember that video? The Rio was out there by himself, and it got dark on him, and he was on his way back to the car, and it bluff charged. One did the same thing it did to me. Come running straight past him. He hurried up, turned the light on. It was already too late. It was over with. And then he started walking back out the trail, and they blocked the trail on him. He had to hurry up, cut off off to the right, down into the woods, and cut back over because they wasn't landing back to us. They knew what he was trying to do.
Ammonia next time we go out there. She said that keeps them away.
What?
Ammonia. I'm gonna drench my whole body in it, like all my clothes.
I don't want to keep them away. I want to get activity.
All right, well then you can stay about 50 feet
these
ahead
guys.
of me. I feel safe drenched in ammonia.
No, strong ammonia is.
Yeah.
Oh, Vince, yeah. He was, I noticed that too in the videos. If he wasn't filming himself, he was filming her backside.
It was because I was filming. I just learned the stabilizer stick a little bit. I'm still working.
And he was back behind us. But that camera will be up in front, guys, where you can see everything. We'll have that shotgun mic plugged in, so you'll hear everything we can hear. You'll see everything we see.
I guess I'll take the oxygen tank with me when I wear my ammonia suit.
It's gonna be a lot better from here on out. Jay Lucy. No, how was you say that, J Lo?
Jay Boise.
So I did say it right. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll check it out,
Mid-South
Mid-South Sasquatch. I'll check that out. Took me over 24 years to figure out what the fuck it was. Right.
So thick clothing so it don't burn my skin.
Camera
And an
up in the
oxygen
woods
tank.
next time. Right, Vince, you hearing? Camera in the woods, not your girl's butt.
My bad.
Julie, you're right. There'd be many times and it only happens, it seemed like over around that cave area, I'll have brand new batteries and put them into the camera and turn it on. I won't even film 2 minutes in dead battery. It's like, I just charged these up. They're rechargeable batteries. They last forever. I mean, one set of batteries lasts me a whole trip out there in Bigfoot world. But I go down to that cave. I go through batteries.
Play some deer pheromones on Jeff's sneakers. You be out there getting bent over by a deer. That'd be funny. We look over here again. Oh, I'd cry. That'd be my best moment in the woods right there.
That's the portals draining the batteries. I don't know what it is, but I know it happens a lot in that area. That's after the bluff charged me. That's the scariest thing, I think. I think that's the most they do. I'm don't get it messed up. I think if you get one corner, you ain't making it. You ain't talking about it. But I think when they're trying to become a territorial dispute and you get too close onto their shit, that bluff charge is like the most that. Actually, I take that back. That's like their last ditch effort before they put their hands on you. That bluff charge is to scare you away, and if you keep on pushing through, I think you might get messed up after that warning. If you don't listen to that first one, I never made it past that. Once I got bluff charge, I ran out of there. I didn't stick around for anything. Who knows what would happen if you keep pushing on after they do that. You should be deer cameras by the hole. Okay, Mike, you're still fired. Breed Norris, guys. That's Mike.
Yeah, he has a point though. We should put a deer cam up there.
They already got deer cam on deer cam.
We could have one for us.
And if
Yeah,
they
but if you
find
put one
ours,
out there and they'll find
they're
it.
filming.
Well, then we'll catch
film
who's
us.
out there doing it.
They'll take our camera.
Well, they won't find it if we hide it.
Do you hear what he's saying?
If we hide a deer camera,
They got camera on camera.
Oh yeah, they'd see where
when we go out there and put a camera up, they're filming us putting a camera out there.
I just thought of it.
West Mifflin, you ain't that far away, Brian.
Right.
We're in Fayette County. Dunbar Mountain. You should take an EMF meter. See, a couple of you guys had brought that up. And he's going to have one next time we go out that area.
Yeah, because I got to talk to the spirits.
Has been you ever rang up to see who put them up? Nah. See, if I climb up there and mess with them cameras, my eyes are going to be locked up. There's no way you can mess with them cameras. There's camera pointing that camera the whole way through there. You mess with one, you gotta mess with them all, and you're not gonna find all of them. So your best bet to leave them alone, just to be safe. Mike, what you here with us? Amy's scared to go with me up there. I ain't James. When we go out there, when I make it out there, we'll hit them. We'll hit them.
We just take your mom out there and have her go get the cameras off the tree since she thinks they're in the footage of
those cameras. There is. They're working. I live in a haunted house built in 1868. That'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy house to go out and ask them some questions. Old Snoop. Been in Colorado. It's a nice place. It has a lot of tourist traps too. Yeah, it really does. I've been there. I lived there for a couple of years when I was younger. That's the place to retire at for sure. use anything for spirit reading. They know he's afraid they will. That's why I always put him on that asking the questions. He got that radio scanner on. It seemed like when he asked him questions, he gets direct responses as soon as he asks the question. They answer him. Like when we was up Jamalville, he asked him. He said, "I heard George Washington was a good guy. Have you met him?" And then he said he killed me. It's just he gets so many great responses from that thing. It blows my mind. And I'll turn around and ask the same things and try and get responses, and it won't. I can't get nothing from it. I hand it back to him. He asks a couple things, and they're having a full conversation with him. It's like, what am I, chopped liver? But they're feeding off of his fear, and that's what they're doing. The scatter box is good for hearing spirits. He gets some great responses. I just got to get him back on that box. He's scared to turn it on. If you are afraid and fill you with bullshit, they will scare you. One researcher I watched referred to the structure as tree behavior. Thought that was funny. That's different. Yeah, that is different. They got some tree behavior going on. The circuit bar is still in West Mifflin. Where you located? I'm in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Uniontown, like in between Uniontown and Connersville, Pennsylvania. Not sure, don't drink. Just saying, since I've seen your video with the 2 tow tracks, the 3, yeah, I looked into it, and there is a website called Penn Live, and it talks about strange reptilian creatures being reported in Pennsylvania. I've listened to similar stuff like that. It's just not Pennsylvania. It's all over most state game lands. It reserved lands. Puff Puff Pass is my game. Of paranormal. Yeah, he's cool. I live Pikes Peak. We'll get directions when it get closer to time, James. If I get you directions now, I won't make it to you. I will never find it. I'll lose the directions, the address, all that. Like a couple days before we get everything gathered up, I'm gonna hook up with you and we'll get all that straightened out.
Yeah, I like to. Oh, I like Huff too. I thought she said I like to Huff.
Robert said you gotta fight past the fear, whether it's Bigfoot or the spirits. That's the hard part, getting past that fear, because it just takes over you. Right? You can't control that. It's just like a repetition thing. The more you go out there, the more you're gonna get used to dealing with the shit.
Vince says you have a gift and not your dad.
I wish I didn't have it. Okay, then if I do,
You're right, Vince. They respond to him. He definitely does. I can't deny that one. Have you ever thought about camping near the cabin in Bigfoot land? We've camped there. We camped in the ravine. That's on one side of the cabin, and Bigfoot land is on the other side of the cabin. So we've camped there on both sides, and we've had some crazy paranormal shit happen in the ravine. I'm sure you guys witnessed it with us if you watched that video. Camping in, I think it was the first time we camped out there, and we had some record player music, bottles clanging together, chains rattling. We had a lot of things happen in that area. You're in Kennywood. You ain't even 45 minutes away from us. Kennywood's about a 45-minute trip from here. They know your name. Your wife has it too. Vince knows what he's talking about. Just saying, they report the alien reptiles living underground bases with corporations. He's just saying, I'm on the same page with you, but I'm not going to bring that onto this channel because I've been bombarded enough with that. I'm not going to get into it, guys. They'll shut me down quicker than shit. But I know you don't want to talk much about that at all. Not on live stream, but if you want to hit me up on Messenger, we can have a conversation about it. I can tell you some things that I do know. I do got some military friends that's still active like today, and I wouldn't mind telling you a few things that he relayed to me. But if I relate to you at this point, a lot of us will be in trouble. But I do know some things that's been confirmed by him. He know this dude is the dude that when they he uploads data on drones and then he'll send him out on a mission, and when the drone comes back, he'll download the data and go in a briefing with it. That's his job. He uploads data on the drones, and when it comes back from its mission, he downloads whatever and goes into a briefing with what he got. That's the type of dude he is and what he does in the military. And he's active today. All right. Last summer, I got some information from him that's along them lines and some lines that's coming. But we could talk about that later in life, like on Messenger or something. How about bringing a Ouija? No, I'm not even going to finish reading that one. Jeffrey Jr., your wife shines brighter than you. She just hasn't expected. Hey, yeah, you know what that means, Vince. The baby on the way.
No, stop playing.
Never.
Everyone from Florida. That's what's up, Donna.
What does he mean by I just have
Right, James? You don't want to do that. You got what? Did I miss something up there? Back to the cave. You were supposed to stay. See, I know we're supposed to spend a night in that cave, and we spent a few nights in that cave. There's no possible way we can go back and spend a night in that cave. It's restricted. Without going to jail, there's no way it can happen. I mean, it's not like Iran shoot down the U.S. civil. Hashtag, yeah. No, it's nothing like that. It's just some information that he has, and he related to me and told me some things that I should do. Thanks, Sasquatch Waller. That means a lot. Jail or abducted, right? That's just, I'm not trying to go that far into it with it.
Vince, I'm not sure if I want to know what it's going to be.
It's not going to exist. I'm not happy.
You want to know what it's going to be? A little girl.
No, like.
She got that shine. It's a little girl. They get contact. The spirits, they do. It would, Gary. I agree with you. Wish me luck, y'all. Okay, Pat.
Vince, stop playing.
You see, I was right. You ready?
No. I'm not having kids. I'm really not having kids.
About to be a pappy.
Ever.
Be safe.
I think he's talking about Mike.
Yeah, he probably he got the vibe from Mike, but it's just coming off me because we're brothers.
He's talking about Mike. Mike and Bree.
You notice that's all she
about to be an uncle
for the past couple of weeks. You notice that's all she been talking about, having babies. She's talking about it for a reason.
It's not happening.
I hope no one else finds that rain stick and take. It's on the third layer. There's no way to get up.
It's so far back there.
You'd have to really.
There's no way to get up there. The only person that's finding that rain stick is them guys, and I think they already got it. They got it when as we was leaving.
Funny.
Okay, Jeffrey just posted up the
get the merch. Got the Team Jeff. You guys can't see it because it's a little dark.
He changed that up too.
Yeah, guys. I made the shirts a little better. I just dropped the different shirts.
He made a couple of shirts yesterday. If you notice, he got green on black. You can't really see it unless you're standing in front of it. He went back and changed some of the letters to where the shirt's black and the letters white, or he made some shirts white and the letters black to where it stands out a little bit more. But guys, he left the link up there to the merch. Check them shirts out because these next 2 or 3 months, everything that I get from YouTube and from the merch and from donations, guys, is going on our trips. Everything that I possibly bring in from my work, from everything, is going on them trips.
Oh my God, now your mom's starting.
It's going to Colorado, Susquehanna, and I think there's one other trip that I'm not thinking of right now. But there's 3 trips that's in progress, guys. It's going to be costly, and I'm on the all the help I can get. So check out the merchandise, the GoFundMe's, all that.
I'm taking a pregnancy test.
It's not happening.
And if I'm gonna be a pappy, guys, shit, I'm gonna need a GoFundMe just for that. Could tell you what your twins' name.
Bro, stop playing.
That's so
Vince.
weird too, because twins run in his family and twins run in my family.
I'm about to block Vince. He keeps
Right.
saying that twin shit.
Yeah, my mom even said something about
I'm
that.
not taking care of no twins. You're gonna be on your own with that one.
Bro, that's weird.
My sister's a twin. My grandmother's a twin.
You can have
She's
the
a
boy.
twin.
Yeah.
So chances are
bro, that's
we
weird.
might have
My mom
2
even
girls
said
in there. Cock out of that. Get it, girl. Do you want to have triplets? Hey, Douglas, I'm about to block Douglas.
Vince, I really hope
Talking
you're
that
wrong.
shit. Yeah, Vince ain't really never wrong.
I'll be the size of this freaking desk in here.
Everything he ever predicted to me.
Brian said, Jeff, glove up.
It's too late for that. Will I be able to see this great grandbaby?
Yeah, whenever we have kids, whenever it comes to that time, about 10 more years from now, we'll be
Jeremy
able
Scott
to see it.
out of his cash.
Happy accidents happen. No. Brookcliff, no.
That's what happens when they live together. They want to play husband and wife, get their own shit, move out.
We got a dog. That's close
You
enough.
know what's gonna happen?
My dog makes me want to have kids.
It's gonna happen.
I'm cool.
But she's a twin. My grandmother's a twin. My sister's a twin. Twins are on both sides of the family. So chances are we're gonna have
Y'all was making me sweat.
2 baby girls in there.
pregnant.
We're gonna have 2 baby girls in there. That's what's up.
No, I want boys. I'm not having kids. I'm not.
You just said you wanted boys.
I'm not having
He
kids.
said you're gonna have boys.
No.
I don't want boys.
You know, when I was his age, I used to say that same shit. I ain't having no kids. I can't have kids.
Into the woods with Pappy.
Then all of a sudden, they just started coming back to back. Like every year, there was a kid popping out. I was ready to just become a
You
priest
need
or
2
some
different
shit.
types of clothing for them. Like,
Just checked out Sight Luke.
I'm not having kids, guys. Be
Thanks,
sure.
Paradox.
oh my God, if I
I
have
use
quadruplets.
Weatherbug on my
Woo.
computer. That's where I got the one. Twins and twins, quads. Hey, Robert. We done talking about. I want to be a pappy, just not like that.
Word.
I want 1 at a time, not 4.
I'm gonna catch up with my dad in a matter of one birth.
Shit, they're gonna have a
But
litter
you're the
back
one
there.
giving birth, babe.
They're gonna be like Cookie and shit, having litters. 1 each blue, 1 pink. Oh shit, boy and a girl.
Kids.
He's gonna have to take care of the boy because boys are bad.
You know I help you.
I'm not having kids.
I help you everywhere I can.
Boys are bad. They run in the walls, get back up, and take a bite of their chicken nugget and laugh.
Alan Wall said I had a dream they was having twins for real.
What? And then he doesn't even know us.
See, we on this live stream going
Can we
to be a
end
little
this?
too long. I'm about to end this shit. Girls are worse.
They're smart.
in
now.
a sense,
I
they
wouldn't be
are.
able to handle a girl.
When it comes to potty training, it's like the girls are so easy. They train themselves on a lot of things.
I'm gonna walk into my little boy pissing in the corner.
Girls are by far a lot
In the
smarter
house.
on everything than boys are. But boys are a lot cheaper than girls.
I'll remember
So-
that, Vince.
It's like a win-lose situation. You got
Vince is a great name for a boy.
Papa Jeff. Take a bite of chicken nuggets. Girls are easy. Girls are so much easier than boys. They're easier to raise. They're less trouble. They get into less trouble. It's just you gotta
Girls are
beat up
the
the
dangerous
boyfriends.
animal on the
You gotta hunt down like 20 dudes.
I'm not even gonna lie. I do want kids, but not right now.
I'm never having kids.
She wants kids. That's all she been talking about.
Uh-uh.
You see the glove? Look, we all
Dude,
look
I'm
black.
gonna go get a pregnancy test after
Compared
this.
to
I'm
her,
going to wall. I'm not even playing.
We look like we're in black and white. Well, literally, but You know what I'm saying? She got that glow where she's all glowing and shit, and we're all dull looking.
You guys just
You
want
can
me to
see
exit
that
the
shit.
room like.
I'm not having kids.
Boys whip it out anywhere. That's what I'm saying. That'd
That's
be
what I'm saying. I'm gonna walk into a
pissing
kid
in
in the
the
corner
toy
of my
box.
house.
I come in a room, Mike's shitting in the toy box.
What?
Jeffrey's on the other side of the room cracking up. Dad, look at him. It's funny. Now you gotta clean that shit out the toy box. They got a big man. Girls are so much easier than boys. I hope she does have a couple girls. That'd be what's up.
Never having kids, guys. Sorry to break the news.
You scare your son. Yeah. And whatever they have, I'm gonna love it either way it goes. They're gonna be like mine. I'm gonna have it more than them. I'm gonna take him to the woods and everything. And in a stroller, be up in the forest pushing a little newborn baby to the stroller with a camera in another hand. What's going on, Bigfoot world? Me and the grandbaby out here looking for some Sasquatch.
Not happening. Sorry to break the
Well,
news.
that boy, you have to worry about one male part with you have to worry about a lot of boys.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
well said, Dave. That's well said.
I feel like if I have a girl, I'd kill someone.
I got 5 girls, trust me, I know all about it. 2 boys. Hey man, when it comes to them girls, you got your hands
Famous
full.
last words, Junior.
Grandchildren are awesome. They really are. I just wish I had some. But I could wait. I'm too young
It's
to have
about
grandkids.
50.
But if they have it, let's get it.
50.
They start popping out kids, let's get it. We'll be all right.
3 boys. Littlefoot. I'm not having kids though, at all. It's not happening. No matter what anybody says, I'm not having kids.
Littlefoot. All right, guys. That's a good note to end it on for this Friday Night Live.
Huh?
The pizza, I can only have grandchildren.
Your pizza should be here soon.
Pizza should be coming soon. It's been a great live feed talking to you guys. Now I gotta think about some damn babies coming on the way all night long.
I might have to. Deb.
Your boy is never going to have sex again. Jeff, you will feel the best love there. Yeah, I do already. Between you guys and my kids, it ain't nothing but love. That's what I've been trying to do.
Just pull up the
This
What? Oh my God.
might have to.
You're right.
He's gonna be kicking me down the stairs when I go walk Pepper.
No, I ain't gonna do all that now. Run live and kids.
E.G. Lydia, Brett. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get
Much
ready
love
to
to
go
everybody
eat.
though.
Expect
Thanks,
some good footage coming this week because we got at least 3 days this week that ain't supposed to rain, so we should be all right when it comes to footage this week. We'll be out there this week for sure, without a doubt. I'm going crazy. I gotta get out there. I need a break. I gotta get out to the woods and clear my mind. So expect some good footage coming up. Hopefully this week the shotgun mic
I'm
will
talking
be
to Mary.
bulked
She's
up.
okay. Her phone, something. Yeah, her phone ate crap. Her phone's probably broke.
I hear you,
Thanks, Ryan.
Sasquatch
You
Swallow events. You should be proud of those balls. You guys are great. With that being said, guys, stay tuned for the next video. Check out the clothing line. Check out the GoFundMe. Check out anything you guys want.
I'll drop all the links.
Help us get to the next location. But with that being said, guys, thanks for standing by us and hanging out with us. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for letting me know what I'm about to have. I'm about to be a pappy. But Jeffrey posting up the Teesprings, the GoFundMe, and all that good stuff before we end this live stream. But we about to have some.
So does that mean whenever I have
there.
cravings that you're gonna go to the store and like get the stuff and bring it to my house?
He fired it. He fired in there. He fired on. Well, he quit himself. He won't go to the field no more with me. The only thing he wants to do is edit, film, secretarial. So that's what he's gonna be doing from here on out. Posting links up there, editing, and giving you guys what you guys want to see.
What am I missing? I got the GoFundMe.
Laura, you're
the
great.
merch.
Diane, everything's up there. If you guys want to help us out.
Well,
Until the next one, guys, I'm trying to end this. You want to keep posting?
Go ahead, guys.
more?
Much love. They'll
Hey,
still see it.
Hurry
Guys.
up,
And your
post
mom
it.
said it make babies.
At your house, don't make no babies at my house.
Oh yeah, definitely never.
Hurry up, post it. They want to go eat too. Take care, and she is savage. He won't let her go. He won't let her go. And if he don't go, she ain't going. So we gotta give him a camera, and then she'll be allowed to go.
I can't
Vince.
win the group.
She will. She got more heart than him. You guys can see that. I ain't got to tell you. But he's posting the link, whatever it is. I don't know. He won't let me end it until he hurries up and posts it. Donald Smith.
All right, join the Facebook group, everybody, so we can all
Before
interact.
Sunday, I will have a video posted up.
Did you post it?
Yeah, it's loading. I think.
He ain't posting nothing.
Yeah, I
it would
did.
have loaded up already.
Did it go up?
No. They probably blocked me from spamming.
What am I waiting for?
Error, try again. I'm a moderator. How do I get stopped?
He's a moderator and he got blocked.
Pizza's here. I think.
Error, try again. I can't post a Facebook group, guys, but
The
I'll
face-
figure out a way.
That's
to
what
get
I'm
to you
waiting
guys.
on for you to post to Facebook.
Yeah,
They
I want
know
everybody
what
to
the-
interact.
Everybody knows what the Facebook page is. Guys, I'm going to end this so I
Much
can knock
love,
him
everybody.
out.
Fire.
With that being said, guys, stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for all the love.
See you guys
See you
next
guys.
Friday.
You want to go ahead and do it? Everybody wants you to caca. You don't see that?
Do what?
Caca.
What she wants. You said it, not me.
You said it's what they want him to do.
That's how you got pregnant.
No.
I got pregnant.
That's how you got pregnant. Looking for that caca.
Stop
All right,
playing.
guys.
I ain't gotta look for it.
Good night, everybody. Hurry up, Jeffrey.
What?
You can't breathe.
Caca!